Hello and welcome to another Tip Tuesday. My name is Adam Waymer, Director of Customer Success here at IndySoft, and I am very excited to bring you a brand new feature, really just an update of an old tool that many of you have been using for years and years, and it's looked the same, but we have refreshed it in version 12.2.2, and that's Profile Manager. What you see on my screen here is the older version of Profile Manager, what you're used to now. We have your users, we have the option to show just read only, we have everything you're used to, but now we've gone and I think we've made some really big changes that will make managing it much easier for you. So old version, here's the new version. So it looks very similar to what you saw before, but I want to go over these areas where we've moved some things around and highlight why I think it's so much better. First of all, you're going to see a grid here, similar to you see in the rest of the software. And on top of that, all the employee fields are kind of or a lot of them are available. We don't put every single field there, just the things that kind of matter. I think the number one thing that can be really beneficial for those of you who have read-only customers in there, you might have thousands. So you probably want to take a look at one specific company. So now, because we have the grid option here, you can actually filter this and say, give me every one of these users for this particular company and just see those in the grid instead of clicking read only and still having to scroll through thousands of employees. So that, I think, is a huge change. It's just going to give you all the tools you need to sort of customize this view to manage users more effectively. Also, too, you'll note we've moved down the copy user settings and copy company settings. One thing that can happen, especially with some of our older customers, is you might not have set up a default user or default company. This makes it very easy to take all of your settings and push it over to anyone who doesn't need it or who needs those. Same thing for company settings. You might have set up a brand new company, you didn't have a default company set up, it started out blank, all your custom labels are missing. Just click it, select anything you need, and copy them over. And we put them here so it's a little bit more visible because we think that's a real important feature that some people maybe aren't as aware of, so we want it right in your face. But I think more than anything, just being able to filter and search on this grid is a huge and important change. They'll make your life easier. From there, I think if you've used IndySoft for a while, there's no shortage of security settings. So we've done the same thing here where we've sort of filtered to more of a grid option you might have seen in other areas of the software. You've got all your options here to just select it, and instead of searching, and I'm going to switch back to show previous. Let's say if I was searching on invoice, I have to pay attention to this profile I'm under right here, and then eventually I will search down to another profile type, customer admin in this scenario. Now you can very easily choose, am I updating these settings for all users, or am I going to update just for power user? And on top of that, we have a much easier find option. So if I were to search on invoice here, it's going to narrow down just what is relevant to me, so I'm not scrolling through everything. Again, I think that's going to be a great change for managing your options. And I hope you really like it. A lot of the profile company and company filters are very similar to how it operated before. The local administrator setup has been moved to an icon here. If you aren't aware of local administrator, I believe we've got a separate video on that as well, of course, in the help file. But I just wanted to let you see it, let you know it's in 12.2.2. You can update at any point in time, and this is made available. If you're on an older version, a great reason to upgrade. But for anyone, please take advantage of the new features. I think you're really going to like it. Happy holidays. Have a great day.